today me and Hannah are going to do a tag. She's actually staying with me at the moment, so I thought we would film something random. Tag, like, yeah, very random. So what we've decided to do is our top 3 favourite products and our worst 3 favourite products. So we're just going to get to that now. So we're going to start off with some of the products we dislike the most or hate, and we're just going to do one product each.
Okay. The first one I hate is my newest concealer from MAC, and it's the Select Moisture Cover. It's much lighter than the last one I used, but even so, I think for a high-end makeup brand this is terrible. It has a doe foot applicator like that, which I think for a high-end makeup brand, which should know loads about makeup, should know this like most unhygienic way you could possibly apply concealer. Like how much bacteria.
The packaging is shit as well.
Terrible. Like it's kind of metal on the lid, but apart from that, it's like
Plastic.
a lip gloss.
Plastic.
Is it? It's even worse. Pretty much just got them a MAC lip gloss and put concealer in it. That's probably what they've done, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. So I don't like that, and the coverage is not great at all, and it's pretty much good for under eyes, but even so, if you have a little crease under your eyes, it'll just sit in there and it'll look terrible, so I dislike that one.
The first thing I hate is also from MAC, and it is
Hideous.
the eyeshadow in Swimming. And this was the first ever MAC eyeshadow I bought.
Really?
And yeah, and for some reason I thought that lime green would be beautiful on me. And I've never used it before in my life. It's glittery, if you can see that.
It's a luster, which explains a lot.
Yeah, it's absolutely hideous.
My second hate is something kind of controversial because I know a lot of people absolutely adore it, but for me it's Benetint. Like, you know, the
hate them.
Yeah, it's like the Benefits kind of staple cheek and lip tint. It's a nice colour. It's just for some reason they say it's like dot 3 swipes on your cheek and rub it in. I end up with whiskers. Quite literally, I can't. My hands won't move fast enough to blend it properly. It's that bad, and it just
shocking. Reminds me of a nail varnish, and I really dislike that. You know, High Beam and all them.
Yeah.
The way. I just think they're packaged wrong.
Yeah.
And with High Beam, everyone knows you're wearing High Beam.
Oh, because it's that silvery mess.
So horrific.
If I wear that on
basically it's minging.
Dislike. It's like 30 euros.
This thing I absolutely despise. I actually think I could hate anything more than I hate this. Is Sephora Pink, and my mum actually gave this to me about a year ago, and
what is that?
I just don't understand. I just haven't got a clue what this does. It's kind of like pink and purple and white, but it's just horrific. Like, what are you meant to do with that?
Highlight? No.
Well, you can't. No. Like,
it's like ghost paint.
It's disgusting. Like, it's just hideous. I just think it's absolutely vile.
Terrible.
You can't, like, there's no purple. You can't actually get to the purple. The pink, you can't get to the pink. It's just a chalky mess. It's absolutely disgusting. My
final one is something I only discovered today how much I actually dislike it, and it's another MAC concealer because I have a real problem with them. This one is Studio Finish, and not only was I matched to the complete wrong shade, this is NW30. See there? Not only am I'm NC42 at the moment. So not only is it ridiculously the wrong shade, it's horrendous. I mean, if you swatch it, it looks like pan stick, if any of you remember that. And it's completely unblendable. There's no way. It's so thick and it just doesn't move. It just sits on the skin. Like, God help you if you put this under your eyes, it would look horrific.
Yeah.
You'd like big, dark circles under your eyes, and yeah, it's not good. It will not even blend with Studio Fix Fluid or anything. It's bad.
Now we're going to move on to things we actually like. So, do you want to go first?
Yeah, my number one favourite is something that I'm almost out of. I'm really sad about this. And it's my NARS Laguna bronzer. Ever since, what's she called off the hills?
Oh, for the love of
Audrina.
God.
Audrina?
I don't watch it.
Why?
Because I have a life.
Oh, bitchy. And I heard it's amazing through actual beauty things, and it's just the most gorgeous bronzer. It's not completely matte like Hoola or anything, but it has a slight kind of gold shimmer, but it's perfect for contouring, and it is excellent. It lasts for ages too, so it's really worth the extra money.
The first thing I adore is my Laura Mercier Creme Smooth Foundation, and I am the colour, I think it's cream warm ivory, which is probably the lightest colour in warm toned. Really, because I have such dry skin and it's kind of like obviously a cream finish, that it keeps your face hydrated all day, and it doesn't cake, it doesn't shine. It just keeps your face hydrated all day, and it doesn't look shiny, but it keeps your skin kind of dewy and fresh looking. So that is why I absolutely adore it. And it was expensive. I think it was €60 for that, and it has 30 grams of product, which probably isn't great, but it has lasted me ages, months.
My second thing I absolutely adore is something I use every single day, and it's the Benefit Creaseless Creams, the kind of shadow liners. They're comparable, very comparable to the MAC paint pots, and this one I think is discontinued. It's in the shade Recess, but I use it every single day. It's just a really matte kind of
and it is a paint pot.
It's a paint pot. It's for use like underneath your makeup and stuff. Just really nice. It just blends right in, kind of thing, with a little bit of a tiny bit of kind of like light concealer coloured.
The next thing I love is my Laura Mercier foundation primer, and I realise this is actually quite a boring one to talk about because I don't know, it's a bit boring. I am a bit boring, so it's fine. But this just keeps everyone's foundation on all day, and it definitely does work. I know some people are like, it's €40 for, you know, basically a base that doesn't work, but it most definitely does. And like, I've done loads of Deb's makeups and stuff where people have been wearing it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 6 o'clock the next morning, and it doesn't budge.
My final favourite is, in general, MAC lipsticks. I adore them, but this one I discovered a few weeks ago. Me and my friend were so bored of kind of going into Random Hammers and knowing what we were going to buy just from blog posts and whatever, and I was just looking at all the lipsticks and thinking, that's a really pretty colour, and I had no idea what it was. I'd never heard of it before, and it was this one. It's Creme de la Femme by MAC. It's a frost, like Angel, same kind of formulation as that. But it's a real kind of pretty, kind of lilac toned shimmer, but still very wearable for daytime.
And the final thing I adore is the Urban Decay Naked Palette. And I think everyone absolutely, completely and utterly adores this.
If you have it, you love it.
Because it has 12 colours, there's 2 mattes in there and the rest are shimmers. But it's just perfect for if you don't buy any other eyeshadows ever, this is the one thing you buy. So that is the end of our video.